Of course, after Jackie finally got out of the army, he needed a job again. And of course, the first thing he thought of was sports.
Why not try baseball?
Said Rags.
They don't allow black athletes to play in the big leagues, but you could play for the Negro American League.
Jackie decided to try it. He went to Kansas City and joined the Monarchs, an all-black baseball team.
If this works out,
He thought.
Rachel and I can get married soon.
After Jackie had been with the Kansas City Monarchs a while, people began talking about what a terrific player he was. Sports writers began turning out stories about the way he could hit and run, throw and catch. And while Jackie was playing for the Monarchs, an important man who lived far away was also talking about him. Who do you think the man was, and what do you think he was saying? Branch Rickey knew he'd be criticized for hiring a black player. It took courage, but he sent for Jackie anyway. Soon after Jackie arrived at Mr. Rickey's office, he was asked a difficult question.
I want to know one thing.
He said to Jackie.
Can you play the game? No matter how ugly and mean some people are to you, will you be able to take it without losing your temper?
Mr. Rickey,
Said Jackie.
are you looking for a black man who's afraid to fight back?
Branch Rickey shook his head.
No, I'm looking for a ball player with courage enough not to fight back.
Jackie understood. Some of the white players would try to make him quit. They'd throw baseballs at him. They'd step on him with spiked shoes. They'd call him ugly names. They'd do anything to prove that blacks weren't good enough for big league baseball. Jackie would have to take it. He would not be able to fight back, because if he did, he could ruin the chances of other blacks to play big league baseball.
It will be hard,
Mr. Rickey warned.
and it will take a lot of courage.
Jackie nodded.
I'll try, Mr. Rickey.
He said. Then he and Branch Rickey shook hands.
Jackie, do you have a special friend?
Branch Rickey
I
asked,
sure do.
said Jackie.
She's a great girl, and her name is Rachel.
Good.
Said Mr. Rickey.
A great girl is hard to find, and you're going to need all the help you can get.
We plan to get married as soon as we can.
Said Jackie. So Jackie and Rachel were married. Jackie was glad to have Rachel and her warmth and wisdom with him when he left for his first game in Montreal. When Jackie arrived in Montreal, Rags was also with him. Rags was always around when Jackie was nervous or upset.
What if I don't play well enough?
Jackie asked Rags.
This is just a tryout team. If I'm not good enough, I won't get to New York and I won't play for the Brooklyn Dodgers.
You're as good as any player here.
Said Rags.
But I've got to be better than any player here.
Said Jackie. Rags laughed.
Then be better.
Jackie was better. He hit the ball hard. He caught the ball practically every time. He even stole a few bases. He didn't pay any attention when some players on other teams yelled at him and called him dirty names. Then one day the players on another team did something awful. They threw a black cat out onto the playing field and yelled.
Hey, Jackie Robinson, here's your cousin. He's black too.
Jackie's stomach tightened up. His fists clenched. He wanted to fight.
Careful.
Whispered Rags.
You know what Mr. Rickey told you. And remember what your mother said long ago. It's one thing to be brave and to be willing to fight back. But it's another to have courage to do what's hard and not fight back.
Jackie thought for a minute. Then he did the thing that was so difficult for him. He calmed down and refused to fight. The other men were mad when they saw that they couldn't make Jackie lose his temper. They knew if Jackie stayed calm, he would play even better against them. He did play better. In fact, he played so well that after only 1 year with the Montreal team, Branch Rickey called him and said,
I want you and Rachel to come to New York. You're going to play for the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Those were the words Jackie had been waiting to hear. He wanted to tell Rachel the good news right away, but he was a little worried too.
I wonder what will happen to me in New York.
He said to Rags. One thing that happened was that Jackie's picture was in many of the New York newspapers. In those days, even some of the sports writers believed that there wasn't a black man in the country who was good enough for the big leagues. Jackie Robinson will fail, said some of the newspaper articles. Jackie sighed.
How can I play well when so many people want me to fail just because I'm black?
But before he knew it, Jackie was in a Dodger uniform, ready for his first big league game.
After leaving the Army, Jackie faced many challenges, including the tough decision to leave school because his family couldn't afford it. But Jackie always had something special, the rag ball his mother had given him. Do you remember that ball? It had been with him through thick and thin, reminding him to stay strong. But life wasn't all about struggles. Jackie also had some wonderful moments, like when he married Rachel. the love of his life. He was so happy to have her by his side, supporting him as he chased his dreams. And Jake, and of course his ragdoll was there too, reminding him to never give up, no matter how tough things got. Now, as Jackie steps into the world of baseball, something big is about to happen. The crowd is buzzing with excitement, the stadium lights are shining, and Jackie knows this is his chance to show the world what he's made of. His heart is racing. What do you think is going through his mind right now? The next chapter is just around the corner. Will Jackie succeed? And do you think the ragball is still with him, giving him courage for the biggest match of his life? Stay tuned. Something amazing is about to happen.